Hey gorgeous, it's Tammy Duncan with Epiphany Healing Arts and Mr. Cookie behind me, and we have something to teach you today if you didn't know it already, and probably you do at some level, but I am just here to be your reminder. So a couple months ago, actually just a month or so ago, I went to Costa Rica on a trip called Awesomeness Fest. And at Awesomeness Fest, I literally was surrounded by completely awesome people that are entrepreneurs, coaches, creators, authors, TED Talk speakers. I don't even know. I'm not sure how I got in there, but I was really excited to go. And so this morning, up on the message board on Facebook, we have a private group. One of the attendees posted this sort of dilemma that he's in, where he has two amazing opportunities to choose from. Should he do this thing or should he do that thing? What's going to be the best for him and for his life? And so he said, if anybody has any tips on how you decide these things to, basically live this amazing, vibrant life and be happy with your choice, post it. So I was going to write, and then I'm like, oh my God, it's like this process that I do and that I do with my mentor clients. And so I thought, you know what, it'd be fun to just make a video and share it with everybody, how I work choices and options with my clients so that you can do it too. It's not about calling somebody up and saying, hey, can you check the energy of this for me? We're beyond that now. We're all moving past that now into a state of empowerment where we can learn to do these things on our own because we are tapping into that innate power that we have. When we start to live from our soul purpose level, we're able to do that more easily. So now the old way, how a lot of us figure things out is what? Making a pro and con list. If I do this, what are the pros? If I do this, what are the cons? And then laying them out. Option one, option two. Option one, maybe going to Greece on vacation. Option two, going to France on vacation. Option one, wearing a purple sweatshirt. Option two, wearing a black sweatshirt. Option one, getting a black schnauzer. Option two, getting a white schnauzer. Option one, wearing my hair in a side braid. Option two, doing this funny little swoop thing with my hair. So there's all kinds of things that we have choices that we need to make each day, but usually we can just make them simply, especially about our hair and our clothes and things like that. But when it comes to these big life decisions, it helps to have some techniques. So here's what I do, and here's what I show my clients. Is the first thing would be to get into center. So you want to really drop out of your mind. So that old pro-con way, sorry mom, we're not doing it anymore. Because that is your left brain, your masculine energy, the comparing, the analyzing, and we're moving into a new space where our divine feminine, which is our intuitive self, starts to come to the forefront to help us to make these decisions. And it's not that it's one more the other, but as this one we use our intuition more and learn more about energy, we come into a balance. So we could, use data from our pro-con list, but it's not going to drive our decision. It's innately coming from our intuition, which is basically from our soul, from our higher self, our purpose, all of that, everything combined. So let's say that you have two options. Maybe it's two schools that you are considering going to or two workshops that you're considering taking. Whatever it is, there's two things that you're comparing. Should I do this thing or should I do that thing? So first thing to understand is about your energy field. You are an energy field. So if you want to imagine yourself like a sphere, so like a big circle, like a multi-dimensional circle, and things can affect your energy field. So if you are walking into a room and there's a lot of anger and arguing going on, your energy field, you may feel that, and your energy field, if you were to tune into it, you might see different colors or it changing in some way because the vibration in the room is different. So when we're exposed to different fields of energy, our energy field can change. Now, when we want to make a decision that's in the highest good for ourselves and all others too, the highest good for all, then what we would see in our energy field just would be maybe beautiful like light, beautiful colors, maybe purple and blue and green and rainbow and white colors. And then in your body and all the different levels of your emotions, your mind, your heart would all feel peaceful, maybe excited, and things like that. Now, so we know what it feels like when we're around something that doesn't feel right? You feel like, crunchy, constricted, like you can't like thrive and like be who you are and be yourself. And maybe you see colors like black and red and brown, like darker colors that maybe represent more like anxiety or just stuckness or stagnation or feeling trapped. So you can do it in many ways, so it's like, how do you feel? What do you see? What do you sense? What do you know? That's how we will scan our energy field to be able to get our answers. So first thing you'll want to do is take your option number 1, and you imagine that option is an energy field. So imagine it's a sphere like you are. So before you sort of tune into yourself in that field, you'll just kind of tune into the option as it is. So you'll be doing your breathing and centering and coming into your heart, and you're just going to be an observer and observe that option. Okay? And then when you're ready, you're just going to come in at very neutral with no worries or your mind. You're in your heart because you've done your breathing and you're centered. You're going to imagine you stepping into that energy field of option number 1. Your field goes with you, so it's your field in the option 1 field. And now you're just going to tune in and just allow that to just be there and be present with it. And then feel, what do you feel? And take your time to do that. What do you see? Do you feel vibrant and alive and excited and loving and expansive, like it's an option you can really thrive in? Or does it feel more compacted and trapped and interesting but not quite there? So tune in with all of those emotions and feelings and just write it down. This is how I felt. This is what I saw. This is the sense I got. And then pull out of it. Okay, so that option's there. And now here you are in your energy field and your sovereignty of your energy field with no connection to option 1 or anything else. Now you're going to repeat the same process with option number 2. You're just going to imagine that option number 2 is an energetic field. You can see it as a sphere. And then just observe, what does it look like? What is it like in there? And now you are going to, when you're in your centered self, in your heart space, you're going to move your energy field into that energy field. And feel it. And sense it. And what do you see? What do you know? And take your time. And then write down your impressions. Without opinion, just your impressions. Write them down. When you feel like you've gotten all the information you need from the second option, then you come out of that energy field, make an intention it's separate from you, that one's separate from me, and you're sovereign in your own energy field. So now what you've done is you have gathered information and you've felt in your own body and seen with your own eyes and pulled up your knowing about the situation and how you would be from this place in time in that scenario or this scenario. And what you will find out is that you already knew your answer before you did this exercise. So give it a try and post in the comments how it worked for you once you've given it a really good try. Take your time and go in neutral without any opinion whatsoever. And you may feel like, but what if my husband might not like this, or my husband might like that, or my wife, or my kids, or this or that. Whatever all of the different little intricacies are that come into play with making a decision like this, you set it up before you start. In the highest good for all. So that included all of them too. Yeah. All right, and so that's definitely something that we can talk more about, or more techniques, or if you want to even go deeper with it, let me know. All right, have a beautiful day. Please subscribe so that you can get my stuff, and my website is epiphanyhealingarts.com. Have a great day.